Hi, I'm Lisa Barton with the Lisa Barton team. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Discover Ponte Vedra. Finding a new home is about more than just finding a house. It's about finding a community that can support the lifestyle you want. And if you're looking for a healthy lifestyle, we have some great organizations here in Northeast Florida that you'll want to know more about. Today we're here to introduce you to two organizations that can support a healthy lifestyle. The first is Congaree and Penn, a farm-to-table restaurant and farm here in North Florida. And then the second is Local Fare, an organization that delivers organic, local produce right to your own home. So let's get started. So we're here today with Jordan, the general manager of Congaree and Penn, a North Jacksonville farm-to-table restaurant and farm. So Jordan, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about Congaree and Penn and the whole farm-to-table concept.
Of course. We currently sit on 330 acres. At the moment, we have our one restaurant that we utilize on Friday nights and then Saturday and Sunday, both for lunch and dinner. Our chefs that have been with us for a number of years, when they're picking menus, they're picking ingredients, they're sourcing these items from around the community. We try to make happen right here on the farm so that it's as fresh as it can possibly be when it hits the plate in front of those guests.
Some things you can't grow here on the farm, like fish. So tell us, where do you get that fish and some of your meat and things like that?
We definitely have fish on our lunch and dinner menus, and we also do fish fries on the weekends. We'll source those out locally here in the Jacksonville area, and a lot of times we're getting those from Mayport. We're picking up the orders and it's getting brought over here, so it's just a short distance of travel time before it makes it to your plate and you're ready to eat. Right now we've got a small section set aside for retail items. You can purchase any of our rices that we mill here. We also have our Mayhaw jams and jellies, honey, olive oil.
Your cider is my personal favorite. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we typically will have on hand at any given time 3 different ciders. We do our farm cider, which is really our staple, and then we also have a gallberry honey cider and what we call our blackbird cider. So those can be enjoyed at the restaurant, or you could purchase a 4-pack and take home with you.
No, they're fabulous.
They are.
And coming here is a little bit of an adventure. It's just beautiful. You can walk and hike around the garden and the farm, see the animals.
We definitely have our handful of farm animals. They're really just here to enjoy the property and enjoy interaction with our guests. Because one of the other big things that we do here is agritourism, and so part of that agritourism a lot of times involves doing animal meet and greets.
Okay.
So you could go in with one of our staff members and feed some of the animals, learn about the animals.
Jordan, thank you so much for joining us and for inviting us to see this fabulous place. We really appreciate it.
We're proud of what we do.
So today we're here with Justin Bordeaux from Local Fare Jacksonville. Local Fare Jacksonville is a unique organization that brings fresh, local produce, meat, and bread right to your house. Talk about convenience. So Justin, tell us a little bit more about what you guys do and why you do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we make farm to door easy. So we work with farmers directly, and we've been serving Jacksonville families for the last 14 years. We do all the heavy lifting. That way you don't have to worry about working with the farmers and trying to spend your time and energy looking for real food. We take care of that for you. The toughest decision that you as a member would make is, what am I going to customize my farm bag to this weekend? And then on delivery day, put a cooler out, we drop it right in the cooler.
You said you work with local farmers, so how local are they?
So we work with the farmers directly in our backyard, immediately first. But if we have to go outside of the area, we're going to work with another family farm. 95% are all certified organic.
Wow.
Our objective is, how do we keep the local communities, the money there, and help them out build up the local community?
Okay, so talk to us about money. What's the cost? This sounds expensive.
That's the brilliant thing about this, is that you have what size you want, but then you also have how frequent do you want it. So the standard bag is $33 for the bag.
Wow.
Yes. And you get to choose out of 16 different items every single weekend. You can change out your items. That's not going to change the price of the bag at all.
So now what about meat? I think you provide meat too.
We have all sorts of different options there. You can get a bag and then you can add a la carte the different items. But some of our members want to go kind of a butcher kind of style and get something curated. So we have a rancher box.
Okay.
So you can also add just a whole rancher box of new high-end meats curated just for that box that gets delivered along with the bag.
And then my favorite, you also have bread. And so tell us about the bread.
Yes, the bread, and if you're a Jacksonville native, you know that it comes from French Pantry. So we have two partnerships, one with French Pantry and then the Village's Bread and Bagel.
Justin has brought us a bag of some of the produce that you might be able to choose if you made a selection this week. So Justin, tell us about what we're seeing.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now, we have fennel, we've got some radishes, some organic blueberries, and we also do our onions with the tops. And then we also have the bread. But over here also, we have the member store. We have 300 items in the member store. It's like, for the Riverside's Arts Market, like ram in a bag kind of thing. So what we do is we work with other local vendors that are here in Jacksonville in the area. You could add it into your bag as another item.
So you go on each week online, check the things you want, and they get delivered straight to your house.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us in this episode of Discover Ponte Vedra, where you can see the lifestyle here is truly unique. If you're looking to move to the area, please know that the Lisa Barton team is here to help. You can always reach out to us at lisasellspontevedra.com. And in the meantime, thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode of Discover Ponte Vedra.